regrets, a feeling that can be all-consuming and even destroy lives. At some point of our lives, all of us would experience this feeling of regret, me included. I regret not sleeping earlier some nights, only to end up feeling and looking like a half-dead panda bear in the morning. I regret not researching more about the language and weather, culture in Germany before moving here 6 years ago. I regret getting into some pretty shitty relationships which broke my heart into a million pieces, making me even lose faith in life. What about you? What little or big regrets have you experienced before? No matter the level of regret that we feel, it is important to take baby steps towards letting it go. And why? Because living with regret can potentially ruin our lives. It can cause us to be stuck in a black hole of fear, making us avoid doing anything that we might regret later on. It can cause us to disengage from relationships, opportunities, and eventually life itself. And the irony is, there is no bigger or more powerful source of regret than that. Think about it. Let's say you allow yourself to succumb to regret because you feel you deserve to feel it. You want to punish yourself. However, what good or positive change would come out of torturing yourself like this? The answer? Absolutely nothing. All it does is hold your mind, body, and soul captive in the past, replaying your wrongdoings again and again and again, rubbing and worsening an already deeply infected open wound. As you can see, staying in regret is not a helpful solution at all. The only way to go is forward. Here are the 3 steps that have helped me to manage regret in a constructive way. The first step is to practice self-forgiveness. Blaming yourself, feeling regret is a form of giving your power away. It is us telling ourselves how we aren't good, shining a spotlight on our shortcomings. All this does is add weights to our ankles, making us sink deeper and deeper into this abyss of darkness. But by giving ourselves the gift of forgiveness and having the will to change for the better, it can help to empower us. It can give us wings to come out of that black hole and do better. Do the things that we say or aspire to do, to be the person we want to be. The next step is to reflect on our beliefs and fears. We tend to behave a certain way because of our internal beliefs and certain learned behaviors that we've picked up along in life. You might regret staying up to watch TV until midnight because you end up feeling exhausted at work all of the next day. But you did it anyway because a part of you feels that watching your favorite sitcom is a treat. You might regret spending a large chunk of your life working really hard to earn for your family, but neglect bonding with your family along the way. But you did it anyway because perhaps you grew up in hard conditions and so you fear having to put your family through the same conditions that you had to endure. Once we've recognized the certain beliefs and fears that we have that have caused us to act or behave in a certain way, we can then take actionable steps to create a shift in our thinking. This can help prevent us from repeating the same mistakes quite as often. If you regret staying up late, try thinking about going to sleep early as a treat. It's common to think of staying up late, enjoying some music or personal time as a treat. But think about it, so is hitting our bed and enjoying all those immensely comforting sensations. The third step would be to be mindful of the now, because time stops for no man. Ruminating won't turn back time. Continuously blaming or putting ourselves down won't improve the situation, nor right what is wrong. The truth is, it is always easier to look back on hindsight and judge ourselves or judge others. We can think, oh, how was it even possible that we could have missed all the signs? Or question ourselves, why weren't we smarter in our decisions? The blame game can never end. We can easily find a million reasons to blame ourselves, but if we can find just one reason why we choose to love ourselves, to love life, and to move forward with peace in our hearts, that is what will make all the difference. We can choose to learn from past mistakes and practice focusing on what we can control in this moment, instead of allowing regret to hold us back from living, we can choose to use it to improve the future unwritten chapters of our lives. We can use our life lessons to help others to not repeat our mistakes. We can choose to see lost opportunities as potentially leading to new exciting beginnings. Keep in mind that regret is a universal human emotion. No matter what some people will claim about themselves, we are all imperfect. You don't need to create a silver lining out of every situation. Sometimes regret is just regret. We can use it to keep us humble and grounded, to remind ourselves that we are human and that some regrets can never be corrected. The best thing we can do every single day is to wake up with new hope, live with an open mind, with an acceptance that failure and mistakes are part and parcel of life. We can never get it right all the time. We need to simply embrace our humanness and trust ourselves that we are doing our best in any given moment. Don Miguel Ruiz once said, "Always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret." I would love to hear from you. Do you have any other strategies that have helped you to overcome the feeling of regret? Do share with me and my community in the comments below so that we can learn and empower each other through this journey of life. I'd like to take this moment to give a big thank you shout out to these wonderful souls for joining my Thrive with Trish Club and supporting the work that I do. Thank you so very much. I deeply appreciate each and every one of you. If you too would like to enjoy special perks plus support my work here on YouTube as a content creator, then do click the join button down below to find out more. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, never regret anything you've done with a sincere heart. See you in my next episode of Thrive with Trish.